shakalaka! The Knicks are grit. These kids and our party just lit. You know we lick fast past the parlay lord. You know we lick Knickerbocker, have a talk tour. Let's go! Drip, 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 drip. Six in this. Drip, 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 drip. We lit.
Yeah. Live and direct once again on your YouTube screen. It is your favorite Knicks and Ish panel. And of course, y'all already know the vibe. I am the one and only Parlay Lord, aka Fraz Taz, in the building with the Knicks and Ish panel. Never limited to, but always including the First Lady of Knicks and Ish. Mrs. Knicks is in the building. And yes, you see him over there with the fresh cut. My guy, Yatu Same, the one and only Ken Rodriguez is in the building. As always, press like for your favorite panel. Sharing is always caring. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you set your bell to all so you get all notifications when Knicks and Ish goes live. And before I continue, I would like to extend a birthday shout out to our one and only First Lady here at Knicks and Ish. Happy birthday, Mrs. Knicks. I hope you enjoyed the big 40. Wait, I ain't gonna say that. Stop. Okay, all right. As long as you was okay with that, all right. Yeah, I just wanted you to be okay with that. I want you to black on me. You know what I mean?
Look, if you get to live these long ages, you blessed.
Yeah, that's a fact. I agree
You
with
ain't nothing
that.
to be ashamed of.
And I just wanted to say for the record, I'm glad you liked the surprise video that we did for you.
Yeah, y'all can't
I'm
be
glad
talking
you
behind my back though. Now that was fire though.
care with you, sis. But yeah. So for those of y'all who end up watching this and are wondering, why are y'all doing the live right now? Well, this is an impromptu live to news that we heard earlier today about the Knicks filling out the roster, pause, and signing or about to sign Jeremy Sochan, former San Antonio Spurs forward. Now, I got something specific I want to say, but as always, I'm going to let the panel give you the initial thoughts on the Jeremy Sochan trade.
I mean, so last night when I was in Philly, I got the notification he was waived. And I literally looked at Frank and said, the Knicks need to sign him. And then I went on Instagram and I put, please, bring him to New York. So, I got to witness him play live and in person in San Antonio at Knicks games. And, this season he didn't play. They had him on a lot of do not plays. But last season and previous seasons, he was impressive. He was super impressive. I think we got, I hate to compare players, but we got another Josh Hart. We literally got another Josh Hart, a taller Josh Hart. He plays defense. He can score, cuts to the basket. He's a thug like Alvarado. Like everything we need, we got. And the last show I said, I think we need to fill the last roster spot with a big. And that's exactly what we did. Our bench scored 73 last night, 76, something like that. This makes them a whole lot better.
Definitely makes him and younger, because I think he's only 22 years old, so that's a big deal. I mean, you just got better defensively, which is something you struggle with doing. We've been struggling defensively all season long. That's been a huge inconsistency to the Knicks. But I think this kid is gonna be able to do that. Some
He's
defense.
actually 22. He'll be 23
He's
this
gonna
year.
do right. He's 6'8". You know what I mean? He could rebound. He could make other players better. I think he averaged like 5 assists when they tried to run him at the point guard position. He averaged almost 5 assists a game. So he's somebody that could get other people involved, which is a big deal for us too, because we like to move the ball and try to get people involved. Maybe we could get Mitch more involved. Um, and then people are also gonna start thinking about fucking with the Knicks, because before, I mean, I know we had Josh, but now you add Alvarado, and now you add him. You know what I mean? So we're not gonna be those pushover Knicks. You know what I mean? Now we got some attitude on our team. So you got
Wrist
him,
injury.
Alvarado, and then the fact that you was able to flip Yabusele for these guys, like you flip Yabusele for Dalen Terry, and then you shed some money or whatever, and then you're able to freaking get them for send Dalen Terry for Jose Alvarado, and then you supposedly they even try to work on a deal to trade Yabusele for Jeremy Sochan, and I guess talks didn't go through. And then look at this. You wait patiently, he gets waived, and now you picked him up and you didn't even have to give up no big major pieces. You didn't have to trade your starting lineup. You kept your starting lineup untouched, and then or you didn't have to even give up any of your young pieces like Tyler Kolek or Mo Diawara. Look, even Pacome Dadier is still on the team. You know what I mean? But you definitely upgraded the bench without even having to give up any major pieces. So I think Leon Rose was wide awake while everybody else was sleeping. So
For
I
sure.
do. So I think that once again, Leon Rose hits it right out the park. And again, you guys gonna have to apologize and send in your papers, your little apology letters to Leon Rose, because y'all thought he was sleeping, all the little memes of him sleeping. You're gonna have to eat those words, because he just upgraded that bench big time.
That comment is crazy. Oh,
Oh,
good.
that's my pops.
I was about to say that's
Um,
his pops.
shout out to Kevin Pops in the
That's my
building.
pops. Appreciate you,
Much
pop.
respect. Bendiciones. You know what I mean? Um, and shout out everybody who ended up watching this as well. First and foremost, let me say this. Kev the Goat Mouth once again calls another player that Leon Rose ends up picking up. I keep telling y'all here at Nixon ish. When Kev give you names of players that he like, that he think would fit in this team, you gotta listen to this guy, man. He's 2 for 2 this year on the people that we went after and got. All right. And he's told you this before all of this even became any kind of talk. So first and foremost, shout out Mr. Yatu Sabi, because he keeps on telling y'all and y'all don't be listening. All right. Now, to get into Jeremy Dennis Rodman Sochan. All right. Sochan, excuse me. He reminds me a lot of Dennis Rodman because of the toughness and the tenacity he has. And you see what I mean? Yeah, yeah. we need another enforcer on the squad, and I think he brings that presence of being another enforcer on the squad, sort of like Alvarado does. Okay. Like Kevin mentioned earlier, you got younger by going after 22-year-old Jeremy Sochan. And I've been telling y'all since the beginning of the season, we needed another four. And guess what? This kid can play the four. And the reason why I've been saying for so long that we've needed another power forward is because a lot of times you can't run double big because of Mitch Robinson's liability, the fact that Mitch Robinson don't be playing back to backs, and the fact that the weakest position on the New York Knicks to me is power forward because we're not as deep as the other positions are. Pause. Like, we got mad point guards, we got shooting guards, we got small forwards, we got centers, but we don't really have power forward. And to finally see another power forward brought in and also make the team younger, in Leon Rose, we motherfucking trust. Period. Leon Rose, I really think he understood the assignment here and he assessed the needs and he said, yeah, I think we're missing another power forward. And this kid plays some defense, let me tell you. Harassing people. Look at this. Harassing people. That's Anthony Edwards, by the way, that just got blocked in that last block. Look, even harassing Kawhi Leonard. Come on, and we're talking about stars here. We're not just talking about, these no-name players. That was great defense on Julius Randle. Oh, block Julius Randle. Come on. Look, James Harden. Harassing James Harden. You see? And this, like Kevin alluded to, is something that we need over here. We need more of a defensive presence that he brings, not just with just playing man-to-man defense, but blocks and steals as well. And I'm just glad that he's a New York Knick because now we got another power forward that can let guys sit on the bench for a little bit more now. So to outfit this team with another power forward, Leon Rose, I give you an A- for this one. And by the way, just to let y'all have an idea, you do realize that if that Yabusele deal doesn't get done and the deal for Alvarado doesn't get done, that we would be waiting till mid-April to pick up players off of waivers. All right? So I hope y'all understand that as well, because those moves were very significant in allowing us to pick up Jeremy Sochan, and I'm glad he's a New York Knick. Unmute yourself, sis. Sis, unmute yourself. Go ahead. Say what you were saying.
My voice is killing me. My throat hurts so bad. I agree with you 100%. I feel like we needed a big. I said it last show. We needed a big because Cat is always in foul trouble. And we need a backup to him. And it can't be Mitch when teams are trying to hack a Mitch. And so we needed someone that can come in, give us some points, play some defense. And that's what Sochan is. I feel like, just think about it. Look at the second unit. We're going to have Deuce. We're going to have fucking Alvarado. We're going to have Sochan. There's 3 defensive players with Mitch. That's 4. You could fucking put Cat with them. And that
Diawara. Don't forget Diawara.
That too.
Because you can put Diawara. You can put Diawara. You can put Diawara. What up, you heard?
Hold on. Let me change my camera. Hold on. Look at my
Okay, there we go. I was about to
Yeah, my boy Cap looking like a young man over there.
Yeah,
I'm
appreciate you,
dead.
bro.
As always, as
Yeah, I
always,
love to
let-
see it. Look at my boy. Yeah, shout out to everybody, man. Mrs. Nick Trash, how y'all, man?
How you,
well,
man?
first and foremost, we need to hear the 3 words, my good brother.
I'm a spark plug.
There you go. Now
Hey,
go ahead.
my bad, I got caught off guard. Man, my boy Kev that cut off all the hair.
Gone,
Oh,
gone.
but go ahead.
Whoa, no.
Since
Looking
you
good,
popped
brother.
in, T Tom, we
Man,
were
I
just talking
appreciate you,
about
man.
the
Thank
addition
you.
of Jeremy Sochan. And what are your thoughts on the addition of Jeremy Sochan
Very
as
good.
number 15?
Very good pickup. Shout out to my guy Leon Rose. Let him cook. Let him cook. You feel me?
Nice.
You know, I think we all at some point yesterday uh was like, yo, we need to make this happen once he got released. You feel me? And Leon did it. And come to find out, I don't know how true the rumors was, but he was trying to parlay that trade with him and Yabu Sele. You know what I mean? But that didn't come to fruition, and they ended up getting him for nothing. You feel me? Like that's beautiful. And then him parlaying Yabu into Jose. Let my man cook. But as far as Jeremy himself, it's a very solid pickup, a very good defender. Uh, Definitely brings that grit, hustle, and not, I won't say a nasty attitude, but that not being afraid to get in people's face and be an irritant. You feel me? I
He another thug.
Yeah, like I think I've said this before, and I think a few of y'all have echoed the sentiment that this team kind of needed that. Like we had a team full of nice guys. They're dogs in their own right, but
Mm-hmm.
they're all nice guys. You feel me? Now we
Yo,
got two guys that don't mind, you know, getting in the mix of things. You just saw that with Jose Alvarado last game. You know what I mean? Now we got Jeremy and that's tough. I mean, he can't shoot worth a lick, but he's not here for that. You feel
He
me?
can
right.
shoot.
Huh?
He can shoot.
Uh, I mean, his career numbers from behind the arc is low
Oh,
30s.
behind the arc, yes,
Yeah,
no. But
yeah,
he can score.
yeah. He can score. Nah, I'm not saying that he can't score. I'm saying he can't shoot.
Mm-hmm.
He can't shoot. You feel me? But obviously he's not here for that. He's a great slasher. Yeah, I mean, you get him the ball going downhill, he's gonna get some buckets. And with the passing acclimate of Alvarado, if they're in the second unit together, I could see Alvarado hitting them going to the basket a lot of times. You feel me? Same thing with Cat. If he's cutting to the rack, Cat gonna find him. We've seen Cats passing over the last few games and how crisp it's been. You feel me? And again, he brings more versatility to the team defensively. You feel me? What is he like 6'7", right?
6'8", 6'8".
Huh? 6'8", taller
Yeah,
than I even expected. 6'8". He could guard 1 through 4, even some stretch fives. Uh, he just give us like another added dimension defensively. Now we're not just solely relying pretty much on uh, OG and Macau to guard the team's best player. We have somebody else that could do that with size and versatility. Yeah, I mean that's comparable to those two aforementioned people. Yeah, I mean so. I'm very happy. And in a nutshell, to land the plane, I'm very happy about this pickup. A very good job, Leon. You feel me? Uh, and then Leon, we trust, man. I've been trying to tell people. I've been trying to tell people. Listen, yo, we are legit like kind of almost 15 deep for real. Like,
yo,
He actually, yeah, I would say like 13, 14. Yeah.
yeah, that's tough. That's tough. When your coach could look down the bench and be like, "What does the situation call for? We have it." You feel me? Like
Yeah.
that's
But,
tough.
but you know what else too? People forget he's a lob threat too. Like
Facts. He
he
got
is a
bunnies.
lob threat. Yeah, and I've seen him do some. I mean, pause. I've seen him make some one-handed alley oops. Like I'm like, yeah, he got some athleticism. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, he got some bunnies. I think that to me the most important part is being that irritant, especially with early in the season with people saying that we were getting punked. You feel me? Like now, now we got some people on the team, and I don't think that nobody on the team, our team before, was punks. I just think, like I said, they really nice guys. They more about business as usual. We here to play the sport of basketball. All that other shit don't matter. I need we needed some people on the team that be like, nah, you gonna put some
Word.
respect on our name.
Yeah,
Word.
man.
You feel
Yeah.
me? Yeah. But yeah, Jeremy, that's a good pickup, man. Shout out to my guys, Leon Rose, man. I'm telling you, we
Telling you,
might.
man, like he pulled another Josh Hart out of nowhere. Another Josh Hart move, bro. That
Yeah,
ass because it just give me those kind of vibes, man. Like he just come out of nowhere because it just happened out of nowhere. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And
But
then
it tells you like how much people are watching us, right? Like he could have went anywhere once he cleared waivers, and
right.
he chose
right,
us. You know what I
right,
mean?
It was reported like it was 10 teams,
yeah,
Facts.
that
I
gave
was, I
offers.
was looking at him.
right,
Yeah.
It was
right.
like 10, 11 teams that gave offers, and he chose the Knicks, and that says a lot.
Yeah,
That
Fact.
says a lot.
I feel
So
and
my
plus,
question to y'all
oh my bad.
is, where does he fit in? Because you already know this coach.
All right, well,
He don't
let
play too much. He plays the same guys. He don't really. So where is he fitting in? How's he getting his minutes?
well,
Last, okay, Kev, my fault.
I mean, I think we spoke about it earlier. You could throw him out there because now you got Jose Alvarado, right? Deuce ain't coming back to the playoffs anyway. So you got Jose Alvarado and your let's say you got Jose Alvarado, you got Mo Diawara, Jeremy Sochan, and Mitchell Robinson. So I'm thinking who's gonna play the two guard until Deuce gets back. But that could be your second unit right there.
Well, here's another thing to think about. I'm just interjecting real quick. I'm not. You know what I mean?
Nah, nah, you
What
good.
about what about Sochan playing with Josh Hart, OG, and Mikael Bridges?
Hmm.
Let's think about that for a minute here, y'all.
Hmm.
Do you hear the names? Like,
It's a
and
triple threat right there.
and and you know what I mean? Like, think about that. And then you mentioned Alvarado, right? So, T-Ton, just in case you missed it, I just interjected and I threw it out there that think about Sochan playing with Josh Hart, Mikael Bridges, and OG in the first unit, and then the other lineups that Mike Brown has been throwing out there with Alvarado, Brunson, Josh Hart. You have a number of different possibilities now. Remember, I said it's all about a different combination of lineups for different situations, and we pretty much have a lot of different options to choose from now.
Big problem, a great problem to have.
Definitely.
So I know when Jordan Clarkson saw Sochan got signed, he said, "I'm never gonna play."
Oh, word! I forgot about Jordan Clarkson. He could be the
Uh,
two.
nah, his minutes is completely gone. It's completely gone.
Nah, but think about it. Think about it. Now that you said Jordan Clarkson, though, right? So you got Jose Alvarado, Jordan Clarkson at the two, right? Mo Diawara at the three, Jeremy Shohan at the four, and Mitch at the five. That's your second unit right there.
Yeah, but when Deuce comes back, then
But then,
Clarkson's
but
done.
then, but then, but then you start. But then you could maneuver Deuce into. First of all, you're gonna have to. I'm trying to say it in a way where I'm not gonna get paused by y'all because I already know. I already know it. I gotta come out in a different way. Um, they're gonna work. They're gonna work with Deuce. They're not just gonna throw him in there. It's gonna be. He's gonna be on minutes restriction.
Mm.
So he's not gonna play long minutes anyway.
So, but here's the thing, Kev. It's like, so you name 5 people that's the second unit. He never plays the whole second unit at once. There's always a starter on the floor. Always.
And it's been
Uh,
Cat.
huh?
It's been Cat.
It's a big Cat. But like even when Cat goes to get to the bench and it's Mitch's turn, there's either Mikal, Josh,
Yeah, OG. Yep.
Brunson, OG, somebody from the starting 5 is on the floor with the bench. So,
Dad said we forgot Shamit.
oh yeah,
Oh,
fact, yeah.
damn it, right.
So yeah, like
Oh, right.
again, as I said, Jordan Clarkson minutes is
Yeah,
gone.
yeah, yeah.
And,
Yo, damn, I
I'm
thought
sorry, it's not funny for him because he didn't do nothing. To me, he didn't do
nah,
nothing wrong. I think he came, he gave his
Nothing
all.
not playing defense.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
plays it all, but that's never been his. It's not for a lack of trying. I'll give him that. He gives effort. He just suck at defense. You feel
yeah,
me? Like so, like I watch him play defense. It's literally just him running around in circles, chasing the ball. Like
yeah,
that. That's like it'd be crazy. I'd be like, yo, like you just ran for like 3 different people and didn't have no impact on the defensive end. Like,
yeah.
but again, I don't think that's his fault. Like that's just who he's always been as a defender. You feel me? And it just didn't. It just doesn't fit here in what we trying to do. He never really found his stride offensively with the team. So that also limits your minutes too. Is like, okay, we got you here for the offense, and you're not even contributing in that, and then you were negative on the defensive end. How could I
Look,
ever?
he'll be okay. He'll be okay when he get the chip. He'll be okay.
You get a
He'll
ring, yeah,
forgive
yeah,
us for not playing him when he get a ring.
yeah. So
because
but to answer the question, Jeremy Sochan's minutes come from primarily that OG being out and Deuce being out. He's gonna get some PT. Uh, and especially going in like pickups and trades like Sochan and Jose Alvarado does something for teams like the Knicks. That is an instant shot in the arm. Yeah, I mean that's an instant like spirit pickup. Like when you get new players, like that's a new revival of energy. And I think that was something that was definitely needed coming into this part of the season. It was a lot of ups and downs midway. I mean, approaching the All-Star break, and that's another thing too about Jeremy. His style of play is fucking infectious. Like I watched quite a few. Like he didn't get a lot of PT
This
in
season.
this season, but when the seasons before, when you watch him play, and he start, you know, locking in on defensive end, causing havoc. You watch other people start playing harder around him. You've seen it against us in the prior season. You've seen him do that to us and be infectious towards his teammates. Yeah, I mean, look at Mrs. Knicks on point with the video. It will be on point, right on cue. But yeah, you've seen him be infectious to his teammates with his energy and his style of play. And I think that is definitely
uh,
something that's going to be needed here, especially with the type of players that we got. Like, yo, it's going, like, for instance, right? Imagine we just playing a team that just is a tad bit bigger than us, right? Uh, and we could roll out a defensive lineup like Mitchell Robinson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, and Jose Alvarado to be like, all right, we need to slow this shit down. And you could still get scoring there because you have a
this is my home.
facilitator. You have a facilitator in Jose Alvarado, so you don't need OG and Mikal to go get their own buckets, but we also know that they can score. Then you also know Jose could score. He could shoot. You feel me? You know Jeremy is a great slasher. And then you got Mitchell Robinson to clean up everything in between. And then you getting stop after stop after stop. Oh man, it's gonna be beautiful to see. It's gonna be beautiful to see. I'm telling you, get ready. We've been saying it since the beginning of the season. I don't know if these in the comments, I don't in chat. I don't know if y'all feel it. Pause. Season of destiny. You feel me? Season of destiny. Because there's not a team who has a star player that we can't check. I
Right.
think, like say for instance, right? We go say for instance we play Boston, but Jalen Brown's size and strength usually give us trouble when he's not checked by OG, right? Like even McCall have problems with him because he's a lot stronger than McCall. But now you got 6'8" Jeremy Sochan who's laterally quick and strong. He's not going to be able to overpower him. In the mid-range, he's not going to be able to just shoot over him. That's what I'm saying. It's tough. Then you got somebody like Cade Cunningham. The multiple different looks we could be able to give him defensively. You could show him OG, you could show him McCall, you could show him Jeremy. And for short stints, you could show him Alvarado to be a more of a nuisance and a pest and make his handle uncomfortable. Like, you feel me? Like, you can disrupt his rhythm by just showing him multitude of looks. You could show him Mo Diawara. That's important to be able to do that and disrupt rhythm. I mean, there's nobody in the East or, for that matter, the West that I don't feel like we can't make uncomfortable offensively with the amount of defensive talent that we have on the roster. And then, like you said, when we get Deuce back, oh man, they up Shit's Creek, man. You up Shit's Creek. What you gonna do? Then I forgot to even mention, you can even throw Shamit in the mix as far as being a nuisance and playing stout defense. We are going to be. My guy Kev said it in the chat. The defense about to shoot up. It's about to shoot up. It ain't nobody we can't check. I dare somebody to say there's anybody in the NBA right now that the Knicks don't have the players to guard. You can't name anybody. Nobody.
In the words of Layla, the Knicks are ready to beat the fuck out of Detroit.
You hear what I'm saying? And guess who's the first game after All-Star break?
Exactly.
Detroit, the 19th.
Man.
Yep.
We about listen. They might get treated like Boston in Philly.
Somebody, I got a funny feeling Detroit getting ran out of MSG by the Knicks. I got a funny feeling.
Yeah, fact.
I got a funny feeling. I'm telling you.
Now I think we pretty match up. We pretty match up well with anybody in the league, even the top teams in the West.
Yeah, fact. And I should have mentioned that too, because the multitude of looks we could give somebody like Shea, like, and
who he's familiar with.
And from somebody posted his defensive numbers against like the top players. Shea was on there. I ain't gonna lie, Shea was like not super bad. Yeah, that's kind of bad. 38% or something like that. Started by Sochan.
That's like average.
Nah, that's 3 point. That's the average for 3 point.
Oh.
Yeah.
When you shoot in overall field goal percentage under 40, that's nasty.
Especially a guy like SGA who shoots usually over 50. Yeah.
Anthony Edwards, like Fraz mentioned earlier.
Yeah, multitude of looks. And again, it's never going to be a situation where it's going to be one person that stopped those kind of players, right? You go, oh, snap, yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
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 I'm talking and I'm like, yo, who all these people
Yo,
you know that
word.
in the background?
Sister and my
Yo,
nieces
that's
and nephews.
hilarious.
Nah, that's fire. Yeah. Happy birthday again, sis.
Word,
Thank
happy
you.
birthday, man. Word, that was dope.
Yeah, but
Happy birthday.
I'm about to dip soon, but I'm gonna say this last thing. Yeah. If if the list was of the top people, Luca was on there and everybody was under 40% field goal percentage when guarded by this kid. You feel me? So that says a lot. Shooting under 40% total from the field is nasty work. Yeah, I mean, and that says a lot. And you add him to OG and McCall. Yo, when them three on court at the same time, I'm telling you, it's gonna be trouble, bro.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a
Teams are
that's
gonna be
a
getting run out the
That's
gym.
what I was saying. I said it. I said we could throw them in with Cat and mask him for sure.
Yeah, facts, facts.
word. You
You could
can't.
throw them three. You could throw them three in with Cat and Brunson and be able to still hide both of them.
Right.
Easily, easily.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Yeah.
yo, I appreciate y'all. I'm out. Shout out to
All right,
everybody
man.
in
No
chat. Make
problem.
sure y'all hitting that like button. Sharing is always caring. Y'all already know the vibes. I holler y'all.
All right,
Later,
peace.
y'all.
Yes.
Later. Yeah, man. It's crazy how these things happen. Crazy, right? Like right on the first day of the All-Star break, you know?
But like Fred said, it was super important because if the Yabaseli trade didn't happen, none of this happens. Because
Word.
we were able to lose enough money to have no date to sign a wave player. Because
Exactly.
there were dates, right? If you were under this amount, you couldn't sign someone until this day. If you were under this amount, you could sign them immediately. So when we traded Yabusele, we had a date that we couldn't sign anyone for. But then when we traded Terry and got Alvarado, we lost money. So then the date went away and we were able to sign someone immediately. So if that trade doesn't happen, it doesn't trickle down and we don't get the opportunity to sign him.
Well, you
Exactly.
know, Yabusele did something. What was it?
And big shout out to him because he he restructured his contract
Right.
to
Yeah.
allow the trade to happen.
Right. Because
He
if it
got rid
wasn't
of
for
the
that,
player option.
right, if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have been able to make that trade.
Well, because the player option was stopping a lot of trades. Because
Right.
I think the Knicks were looking at I think it was Shohan. They were going at the Shohan and San Antonio didn't want Yabusele because they didn't want the player option.
Right. Right. That's exactly what it was. I think that's
That is what
exactly
it
what was
was.
stopping the trade. And
That's
that's
what
why
it was stopping trades, and so he
uh,
restructured it. Thank you. We absolutely appreciate it because
no
we got
negative
two
vibes over
dogs,
here. Right. Right. He turned Yabusele and Yabusele, Dalen Terry, and I think it's 2 second round
two
picks
second round picks.
Mm-hmm.
for fucking wow. Wow, bro. For GTA 5 and motherfucker Jeremy Sochan, bro. That's crazy.
This
Fucking Leon Rose, bro. Like, when are y'all gonna put respect on that man's name, B?
I know when you see this title run about to happen.
Shit, my man in the back over here, he's amazing.
Leon Rose and Worldwide West. They both was at the game yesterday.
Yo, I'm telling you, those guys, yo, they working magic over here, man. They making the Knicks a destination now with players,
Yeah.
Facts.
players, with players, want to come and play for the Knicks, man. The Knicks are fun to watch. You know, my man over
Oh
here, he a
yeah.
hater.
I said it. I said it already, Matty Ice. I said Jeremy Dennis Rodman Sochan. Tell me.
Thank you, Pops.
Right.
No, he is. My homeboy said, if I see that blue and orange hair game one, I'm losing it.
Right. I remember that.
Listen,
That'd be
I'm
crazy.
surprised. He might do that. He might do
But,
that. He might do that.
and you know what's crazy? I remember him because I remember going to San Antonio to watch the Knicks play. One, he killed us one game. And I remember looking at Frank like, why this dude shoots free throws with one hand? He
Yo,
literally shoots his free throws with one hand.
you know who told him to do that?
Who?
Coach Popovich.
Shut up.
Yeah. I just read it a
No.
little while
Maybe he
ago.
could teach Mitch how to do it.
Yo, he was the one that, you know, kind of told him, yo, try shooting it with one hand and see it worked.
That's
Mhm.
crazy.
Crazy. That's crazy. But hey, listen, we just you know, we just got better.
For
You
sure.
know, especially defensively. I'm telling you, it's gonna be it's gonna be much better now in the second half at the right time. We needed
And you know
it.
what's even better? Like, they're defensive players, but they can put points on the board.
Right.
They're not like strictly defensive players like how Mitch is. You know what I mean? Like they
Mhm.
can score as well. So
I can't wait to see it because to me, I have a funny feeling it's gonna make Mike Brown use the bench more.
I hope so.
You know, and if that holds true, then I don't think it's no team that we ain't gonna be able to play with.
For
Paul.
sure.
Nah,
Nah,
it's no. We're gonna
the
match up
league
with
is on
everybody.
alert. They on alert.
High alert, bro. You know,
And it
because
also
this
gives us like we know what he provides, but it also gives us again that insurance, right? OG goes down, we don't skip a beat defensively.
Uh-huh.
Macau don't go down. Cat, got to rest tonight. We don't skip a beat. You know what I mean? Like we're that deep. We're that deep.
yeah, that. But yeah, man. You know, I'm excited, man. Can't wait for the seasons to start because by the seasons, once it starts all over, once it starts again, he'll be cleared to play and he'll be playing right away. You know
Shout
what I
out my
mean?
guy. Join me with a quick salute for my guy Knickerbocker Ave in the building.
It was a good one, man. It was a
Yeah.
good day. Definitely a good day for the Knicks. On a day off, we gotta win.
Thanks.
What a time it is to be a New York Knicks fan. For real, man. I say it all the time.
For sure.
But I mean, it's up to y'all if y'all got anything else.
I think that's good.
Nope,
I mean,
we just wanted to talk real quick. I'm good.
Yeah,
well,
man. So listen, hit that like button, subscribe, sharing is caring. You know, go on the spot on the website. You know, cop some merch for you got for for the panel, and you know the vibes, man.
now hit the outro.
Boom shakalaka! The Knicks are great. These kids and our party just lit. That's the Pearl Lord. You know we lick Knickerbocker, have a talk to 'em.